procrastination. This is an aspect of my personality that is very difficult for me to deal with. At the moment, I am procrastinating. It is Sunday, and today I said to myself, I am going to start on the drawing. I'll explain a little bit. A customer of mine who loves my little potlucks, which are those little cards that I have drawn for my chocolates. There's 32 of them, and she particularly liked one of them, which is this one. St. Michael and the Wagtail. She asked me if I would sell her the original. I said no, because I'm very attached to my originals, and my originals, she didn't know, they're only that size. So she said, would you do a commission for me? I will pay you, so for you to make me a copy of St. Michael of the Wagtail. And I said, yes, of course, no problem. I really look forward to it. And that was 2 weeks ago. Eventually, 10 days later, I bought the paper, so it is there. And we decided to do it 30 by 30 centimeters, which is this. I will be cutting that off this page and doing this drawing. But of course, like with everything I have to do, I've got stage fright or anxiety about starting the drawing. I have been doing everything else I could, finding any other excuse in the last 2 weeks since I said to her excitedly, yes, I'm very happy to do this drawing for you. I've done everything else. I've not done the drawing, I've not started the drawing, I've put the card on it, I've kept telling myself, tomorrow you'll start this drawing, tomorrow I don't start the drawing. What if I can't manage it? What if the drawing is entirely different to my original one? What if she doesn't like it? What if I don't like it? What if it's too difficult? What if St. Michael ends up as looking totally deformed? And what about the sky? Will I have to color it all in blue? Do I do some clouds the same? How do I do it? Do I put the titles? Well, that's just things I hadn't perhaps decided about, but I will do it as best as I can, a replica of this. So this video, procrastinating, is going to be the video where, unfortunately you can't see very much, where I'm going to start on this blessed drawing, which I know I will really enjoy because I love drawing. Even if I can't do it, I can always pretend. So, no, this is not going to be very interesting for anyone except myself. Even myself probably will turn the video off at this point. I'm going to measure 30 to 30. Let's say 30 to 30 from here. And start a drawing to show myself at least I can start it. I am not, incapable. I am able to handle a pencil. I am capable of doing this copy of this drawing to the best of my ability. Come on, the drawing is so basic. Any idiot could do that. So there is no fear to be had. No fear. And we are going to start it. This is it. Now, I don't want to take anybody else's time. So please, this is going to get probably very boring. Please go and watch something else that is going to be more fruitful for you and more inspiring. I really don't want to take people's times, and even if I've got a channel where I love wasting time to myself, it's unfair I waste other people's time. So that's why I keep saying, please don't subscribe, go somewhere else. You're welcome to watch it if you really want, but please don't moan that there's no action or that it's boring, okay? Now, if I take this picture, which is a black and white copy, it might make it slightly easier to see what I'm doing with the dimensions. So, the line isn't straight already, that starts well, but we don't mind that because my drawings are not straight anyway. So what we're going to do, I need to leave a bit of space for a line. Yes, I need to do the drawing, I think, so it can be framed. So I need to leave a bit of a gap, sides and top. What shall we do? I think that's necessary, otherwise she can't. Well, it's harder to frame if there's no edge. I'll put 1 centimeter on each side of my not straight line. I am going to do this drawing and I am going to get paid for it, and I will really enjoy doing it, and I know that. So why do I procrastinate? Yesterday at the market I spoke with the person who sells pies. Is called Mr. T. I do recommend his pie. I just had one of his pasties and for lunch. It was a very nice anise pie last night, which I was eating behind the camera, hiding because there was an internet meeting and I still hadn't finished my dinner on time. And Mr. T said to me that someone had recommended him to swallow the frog, and that said to him, in the morning, whatever you don't want to do, that you, what did he say? How did he say? What makes you feel worst that you really, really don't want to do? So something you're dreading to do, do it, whether it's answering an email from work or writing to your mother-in-law that is waiting for a reply, cleaning the sink, which is pointless because it will be dirty after 5 minutes again. Anything. And he said, since that woman said that to me, every morning I swallow the frog. So he's a very interesting man, and I do like him because he's very real. He seems so. I'm sure he's got some sides of him, like we all have, that need work on, but I like people who don't pretend. They don't act nice just to be nice. I don't know, he's an admirable person, but I don't know him very much. So now, it's why I said to myself this morning, it is Sunday, it's my day off, but I'm going to start on this drawing. I am going to make it. So we've got my little things. How big are they? I don't remember how I did all this thing. Voilà. So I'll do 4 of those, and after that the angel, he's got his one wing cut off because I'd run out of space. But that doesn't matter. It's not. I've never learned, well, I have a little bit during fashion college, not that you care about that, or I care about that. I've never properly learned drawing properly, properly. And it's always been something I was told I wasn't good at school. So even though I loved it, it made me feel very much confident in ever making a career or even getting paid about something I love doing. But it's never too late to improve, and what teachers tell you in schools can be often wrong. Okay, let's I'll do 10 minutes of that and turn it off. That's 1 minute left. Okay, let's try to do angel wings in 1 minute, and then we can, let's have a look. So that's a frame. Up, that's a wing. Up, voila. Up. His shield. Let's have a look. I probably will have to redo all that because it may not be good, like similar enough to the original. Do you know, I feel actually guilty to have subscribers. They shouldn't be subscribing because I'm wasting their time. But it's not for me to feel guilty about them wasting their time. It's for them to see that there are better things in life to do than watch my videos or anybody like me who just talks to themselves or about themselves. Okay, my shield is already too shallow somewhere here. But never mind, we'll just do the outline because I'm otherwise going to start getting lost in details. there's his head. Where is his head? Or its head, as an angel is a non-gender person. No politics, please. Okay, the arm. Voilà. No, the arm is too long. It was right the first time. Voilà. How many minutes? Oh shit, it's 10 minutes. I've not finished parts of my angel. Okay, just do 1 more minute. That's hop, hop. He's shit, I've done him too big. Can we make it a bit shorter? It's a bit naughty, isn't it? Maybe it doesn't matter if it's a little bit different. Okay, his dress, because angels, they walk about in white robes, don't they? Because they're a bit saintly, like, I'm not sure, but I think they are saintly. Well, they must be saintly to want to help us humans. As humans, with all our improvements that we need to keep working on. Nice knee down here. Let's make it a nice big dress. Okay, what else? I can do a strange foot. What sort of props, like in a strange angle. I like it because really they're a bit silly, my drawings, and that's what I like about them. Voila. Up. The foot here. And the sun. He's got... It's funny because when I was drawing that picture of the angel, I got told by, inner intuitive voices, you see those things here, the radiation type waves, which are actually to illustrate the fact that his wings are moving. Well, I was asked to make 4 everywhere I was putting this, except for the one wagtail, but the angel needed to have 4. And it felt significant, the number 4. I don't know. Sometimes I say strange things to myself, like, if I do this, it will strengthen the angels' force in space, wherever they are. It was somehow important to do that, to attract the right energy or something. So I followed it up. Let's not forget the other wing. Up. Now the other wing, it goes to about half his face. And I don't think the other one's high enough, in fact. Now it's like that, and then it sort of goes up. Voila. I think I've made him too big. Well, I don't think I have made him too big. Up. Okay. Voila. We go on the feet. He's a bit big, actually. Shit. It doesn't look as good as the original because the picture is a bit too close up. I will have a think. Going to the sun because they're floating in the sky. Up, so the thing in the corner. I'll show you what I've done after. Oh, I've really got to do the most of it by 20 minutes. But that's going to be really, really boring as a video. Please stop watching it. Please. Go and watch something else. I really won't mind. I'll look at my who has looked at what, and YouTube will tell me people do not watch your video till the end. Well, I'll say that's a good thing they don't, because they're wasting their time. They're better off recording themselves and finding out who they are themselves than looking at my stuff. Okay, my cool, up, that goes here. Up. Yeah, at the stage I'm at, I don't think it matters that it's exactly the same. If he's a little bit too big. Okay, waggy tail here, looking at his knee. Actually, she's in front of his knee, oddly. Okay. So maybe it's... in fact, no, the bubble is at the end of his shield, which I might have done a bit too small. Yes, I've done his shield too small. It's difficult to know on videos whether we just talk about a subject or we talk to ourselves about other things that we feel necessary to talk about because they may affect us in the future. I've sent a message to a friend with whom I've fallen out a bit, or quite a lot, because, well, for reasons that were a bit too intense, too much communication, and I couldn't handle it anymore. Well, I could, but it pissed me off with saying I had IBS when I haven't got any IBS, and it was during my busiest period when I get pretty stressed. It was all for good, it meant good. But of course, being an arse, I got pissed off. So I told him, and it led to me arguing probably on my own because he was really kind. He didn't really argue back to me, too much anyway. And so today I've sent him an email after a break of a few weeks, explaining, what I hadn't enjoyed with our friendship, and just to let him know really that if we were going to be friends, some things were going to have to change. And you might find it a bit, maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite, but I said to him the thing I didn't enjoy when we spoke was you would tell me about your friends. And these are friends you've not told me about before. Those friends are not particularly interesting. So why are you telling me about your friends? Is it to show me that you've got friends, which, well, I much admire because I've got very few friends for obvious reasons. And I'm very pleased about it because I don't want any more falling out with people. The more friends you have, the more possible falling outs. So the point was I didn't want to be involved in so much talking back and forth just to hear things that are really of the life of a human being, which I don't know, it's not really interesting, is it? But then I'm there at videoing myself, thinking, I'd like to talk about what happened today because it might affect me. But then, am I wasting people's time? But again, please go and watch something else. So, my landlords, I've got a barn, a beautiful old barn from 1500 up to 1700 or something like that, and they want to refurbish it. And it has been talked about for ages and ages, years, but they hadn't managed to agree on what was going to be done. So today I saw them going in the barn, and I went in because I'm nosy. Oh, hello, what are you doing? Oh, well, we're looking at the dimensions of the barn and what we could do here and there. And then I asked the dreaded question, are you going to holiday let it or are you going to have a tenant in it? Because this barn faces my kitchen door and window, well, my main entrance and my kitchen window. And I've always dreaded someone moving in there. Because I fall out with every fucking body. I fall out with people and I end up hating them. I end up not being able to tell them. I think, oh shit, They answered, it was a tenant. She wanted a tenant in there. So close to my house is like living in a town. There's nothing wrong with living in a town, but I've gone to the countryside not to live in a town. Too close to people who hate me, whom I hate. You know, all this division. Now, this is not because I really hate people. It's because my personality has got an issue with being honest and truthful to people, because of that difficulty in expressing and saying what I think, in the fact that I am not real. I'm hiding behind a mask still. And when I said that, I didn't want it to happen. And I thought it will take 1.5 years, that's what they said, to get it ready. Oh, that barn is so beautiful. It's dilapidated. It's gorgeous. But yes, the wall is falling down a little bit. What I was dreaming of it to be, downstairs could be like a reunion room. Upstairs could be a yoga studio, because upstairs is so light, so beautiful. Yes, it's next to the road and you feel the lorries passing, but it would have been lovely as a yoga or dance sort of place. Well, it's not big, but you know, it would have done for small groups. Never mind. So I've got to grow up. Alexandra, to grow up, please. Please, Grandi, and you have to start saying what you think to people. Yes. J'ai le nez qui coule, c'est chiant, c'est tout l'hiver, c'est pareil. Oh, c'est pas grave. Allez, I'll show you what I've done. You probably won't see very much. There's not much of his face. Oh, so that's affected me, but I must really change. I can't carry on all my life dreading the contact of other people just because I might disagree with them and start hating, in brackets, hating them. I've done that all my life. You know what? It's time it changes. I've had enough. Too much falling out recently. Voilà. Allez, on y va. Et on finit. Goodbye the video. Voilà the result. Can you see? No, not very well, eh? No. Not very well. You can't see very well at all. Up on the floor. Up on the floor as well. Voilà. This has proven me, hooray, that I can start the drawing. And I don't have to dread it. And I'm a very difficult person, so yes, I'm sorry like that. I would like to be a ray of sunshine, but maybe one day, maybe tomorrow. We live in hope.